Hey, hello everybody. It's Derek with Head Cannon. Doing a raw feed video. I actually wanted to do a nice video about this vehicle when I got it out and set it up. But as I was putting together and going over it, this thing just made me so angry that I'm not even going to give it a good video. I'm just going to do a raw feed where I can just get to vent on it. So I know there's been some controversy around the GI Joe retro line. Because it's not so much. I mean, I guess the 25th anniversary style figures are quote unquote retro. I mean, yes, it would have been cool if they would actually use the old original bodies do retro. I think people would pay the what, like $12 a figure for that, but they gave us the 25th anniversary bodies and stuff we've already released, which is fine. I like the anniversary. I like the 25th anniversary body better than the old bodies, even though that's what I grew up on. So they started doing the vehicles, and I kind of took a pass on the His tank because we have gotten that His tank before. They're getting more mileage out of the molds, and even though I like the His tank, to me the my favorite His tank out of all of them was the Pursuit of Cobra His tank. I thought that was a really great modern tank. I like the original, but I didn't want to get it. The Awe Striker, I wanted that. I used to have an Awe Striker, an original one, but it was just so beat up. I wanted to get one of that, and at some point I'll probably get that one again. But so today I go to because I knew this was coming out. So today I go to Walmart, and I was like, man, I'm so lucky they had like four of these on the shelf, the Fang, and I love the Cobra Fang. I got the original one as a kid for Christmas one year. Um, it's great. This little mini helicopter. It really fit in with the original '80s Cobra ethic of some like this was like a little insurgency group. Cobra, you could see this thing sitting in somebody's garage, with a tarp over it. Your neighbor's Cobra, and so they had like these deployable helicopters. They used them in the comics really good. I mean, they would Cobra Commander would roll around cities in big semi trucks with His tanks in the back that fit in them, and Fang helicopters to pull out and snap the rotors together and they fly off. It's just really great. Um, so over the years, like I said, I've had a couple of the Fangs. I didn't get the 2008 re-release of the Fang, which looked really good. So when I heard this was coming out, I said, I want the Fang. I like these smaller vehicles. It's great. $25 is, man, steep. But I was excited to get it because I really wanted to see it. I saw the 2008 one. I like that one because it was like used a lot of the original mold. So I was happy to get it. So I got this. So I get home and I start putting this together. First of all, just take a look at the box. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's that old art style. I can tell the Fang is not that original Fang, which I kind of can forgive that a little bit. It's good. So I got the box. Here's the back side of the box. Again, it's like I said, that's about the only retro thing in these boxes. Um, I'm not a fan of the file cards because they did this on the retro carded figures. I get it that you're trying to save money by doing the multiple languages, but now you got this huge file card that doesn't fit with all the other file cards if you've collected over the years, and just gives you just so little thing. So box is great, awesome. So let's get on to the actual vehicle, and here it is. And let me just say what a disappointment this thing is. This looks like an entirely new mold. I even went over to yojo.com to see if I could find, they do a good job of showing all the iterations of the vehicles and the different styles. And the latest one was 2008, which looks like it almost used completely the original mold except for a few differences. Um, this thing is just so cheap. I mean, about the only nice thing I can say on it is that engine looks really good. Nice big beefy engine in there. But other than that, this thing is horrible. The plastic, what this is looks like is like they broke into Lennard's Ultra Core warehouse and stole a bunch of their helicopters, which is fine. I like the Lennard stuff, but it's it's great for a $4 mini helicopter. Yeah, but not for a something that you're trying to sell to me for 25 dollars. The little sheet they give you, you I get it, they're not doing the full on blueprints anymore, but then they got the instructions for where the sticker placement is. The sticker placement does not match where you can put it on it. There's if you try to follow it directly, you're going to have a lot of bubbling and there's all kinds of stuff. The missiles on here, they barely stay on. These little peg holes that they put don't actually fit the missile real well. They pop off very easily. And when you're trying to push them on to kind of seal them down, you feel like you're going to break the landing skid. You got the bomb down there, which is one of the cool features of the whole thing back in the day. The blades are these thick blades, instead of the nice thin ones that the original one had. The front cannon, the original FANG had a ball. I mean, this thing was a ball that sat in there, so you could really go in different directions on it. But all you can do with this is up and down. When you can't even go up a little bit, you can go down. In order to go side to side, you have to twist it, and then you can move it to the side, side to side. So you got a whole other motion that you got to go in there with. Here's the other side of it. I mean, guys, it's just really just frustrating me. Oh, and so when I first saw it, I was like, man, they don't have the rotor blades in the back. But then I look closer and they do have it, but they don't give you any way to really spin them. You can't get a finger in there. Like here's the I gotta get this thing in there. So it came like this. I thought first it was missing. Then when I looked closer, I could see it. So if you want to display it where you can see it, you got to push it back like that. I mean, it's just horrible. The only good thing about this entire thing, like even the figure, the peg hole, they got peg holes for the feet, so you got to figure out a way to get his feet in there where he doesn't look like he's coming out of the seat. About the only good part of this whole thing is the figure, the pilot figure. It's that 25th anniversary style body, which I know like some people like. I like it. It's a good Cobra Trooper to add to your collection. The helmet comes off of it. It's got a nice head sculpt with the mask. The arms, I've seen this in other videos. I'm going to have to work the arms out. They seem like they're frozen in place, but I'll do that. But overall, I like this figure. He's going to be a keeper. The helicopter, I don't know what I'm going to do with the guys. Like I said, this is just so frustrating to me that I wanted to do a really nice video on this. But man, it's just, I mean, this thing is just so cheap. And it's like, why are you bothering with doing a retro line if you're not actually going to take the time to do things retro on it? It's just, yeah, I just can't say much more about this thing. I don't recommend, if you want to get it. I'm not going to make fun of anybody that does. Some folks like it. But I just really feel for the first time in a long time that that Hasbro really just they didn't bring it. I mean, especially with after that His Tank and Awe Striker using, those were the actual retro vehicles we got, and this is the FANG they give us, and it's just a miss. It's not worth $25. I mean, I guess the figure they're going for 12, so that was 12, and they wanted to charge you another 13 for this, when this is basically is a $4 helicopter. You're better off getting some of those Lennard helicopters and painting it black and doing a new FANG out of it. So that's raw feed, and I'm feeling very raw after this. It's the first time this happened in a long time. I'm usually a big defender of Hasbro, but you guys just ruined one of my favorite vehicles. So not a recommend. Buy it if you want to. That's your business, but I got to figure out what I want to do with this.